Hi friends! This morning I thought I would answer a question that I'm asked a lot. In fact, I get this question almost every single day, either on this channel or my other channel. My other channel is called the Graveyard Channel. I know some of you found this channel because of that channel, and I started that channel about 7 years ago, and for 7 years now, almost every single day, somebody leaves a comment asking me why my eyes are so red. And I've answered that question a lot on the other channel. I don't know if I've answered it on this channel, but not everyone watches all of your videos. Not everyone goes back and watches old videos. So the question keeps getting asked over and over, which is fine. And I get it, but it was kind of funny. I was out at the cemetery yesterday making a video and my eyes weren't even particularly red, but last night after I posted the video, I got a couple of comments asking me why my eyes were so red. I said, that's why I wear sunglasses a lot, just to hide my eyes so people aren't distracted by how red my eyes are. And right now I'm blinking a lot because not only are my eyes a little bit red, they're not very red this morning at all compared to how they normally are, but they're also very itchy and very scratchy. I always feel like I have sand in my eyes. So there's like three main reasons why my eyes are so red. The first reason is I just have really bad allergies, and I have ever since I was a kid. I'm the only one in my family. My mom never had allergies, none of my brothers. I have 5 brothers. They never had allergies. I'm the only one. I hit the jackpot and I got all the allergies in the family. And so I was just miserable my whole childhood. Well, I've been miserable my whole life with allergies. Spring is pretty bad. I always get bad allergies in the spring. But the fall, right now, this is October, November, December are just the worst for me. Whatever it is in Southern California that blooms in the fall, or it just does a number on my eyes and my nose and everything else. I mean, I don't get stuffy. A lot of people get allergies and they get stuffed up. I'm the opposite. I just flow like a fire hydrant when it's really bad, when my allergies are really bad. But every day my eyes are red and itchy, always. And so I've been to eye doctors, I've been to optometrists, I've been to ophthalmologists, and so I'm allergic to ragweed and hay fever. And before you ask, yes, I have taken the scratch tests. I've had my back scratched over the years. I went in a few years ago and they did the scratches on both of my arms. And then about half hour later, the doctor comes back to look at your arms to see what you might be allergic to. I guess if I remember right, they scratched here. I think they did about 50 different pollens, or 50 different allergens. And the doctor came back and his eyes just lit up and he goes, "Oh my God, I've never seen anyone that's allergic to every single scratch that they did." I tell you, I really did hit the jackpot when it comes to allergies. I'm allergic to pets, dogs, cats, trees, flowers, pollen, ragweed, hay, I just have hay fever. I have everything. And so there's nothing that I'm not allergic to. Although I don't think I have too many allergies. I don't have a lot of allergies to foods, or at least it doesn't affect my eyes, I don't think. And so anyway, after that, I went on shots. So I was taking allergy shots for over a year, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse instead of better. So I stopped doing that. So the shots don't work for me. I do take an allergy pill every single day, and like an antihistamine, and it dries me up. But again, then that causes more problems because I have dry eye. Now that I'm older, I think a lot of you probably have the same problem. As we age, we get dried out. Our skin dries out, our eyes dry out, our mouth dries out, everything dries out, and it's like an old prune. And since I already have really bad allergies, and my eyes are already red and itchy every day from allergies, and then to make it even worse, my temperature runs really hot. I'm always really hot. Even if I didn't live in the desert, I could probably melt snow if I lived where it snowed. I'm just so hot all the time that I have to have a ceiling fan on. And so when I'm sleeping at night, I always have the fan on. And even when your eyes are closed, I guess they're not completely closed, so that can dry out your eyes too. So at night, my eyes get even drier because of the fan. And during the day, the fan is on all the time. When I'm in the car, I always have the air conditioner on. Here in Palm Springs, it's hot most of the year, so the AC's on a lot, and so the AC tends to really dry out the air. Living in Palm Springs, where it's very, very dry, we pride ourselves on having a very dry heat. We don't have humidity here, very little humidity, which I love. It feels great, but not on my eyes. It's not great for your eyes. So for the past year or two, I've been going to an ophthalmologist because I have pressure in my eyes. I was going to an optometrist for years, and once a year they would do a test on your eyes, all the different tests. And I guess it got to the point where it was really not off the charts, but much higher than it was supposed to be as far as the pressure in my eyes. So they sent me to an ophthalmologist, and the ophthalmologist did more extensive tests, and it turns out that I have high pressure. I don't have high blood pressure, but I have high pressure in my eyes. Do any of you have that? I think it's fairly common, and it's not connected to blood pressure, because I thought, well, I don't have high blood pressure. Why would I have high blood pressure in my eyes? My mom had the same thing, and I guess she didn't treat it in time, and what can happen is if pressure just keeps increasing over the years, then it can cause major damage and I think even blindness. So it's very serious. And my mom was going blind toward the end of her life, and a lot of it was because of the high pressure in her eyes. She also had to do all kinds of things in the last 10, 15, 20 years of her life because of it, but unfortunately I don't think she caught it in time, or her doctors didn't catch it in time. So I have to take some eye drops to lower the pressure, and it's been successful. I've been taking these eye drops for the past year or so every night before I go to bed, but one of the major side effects, and they've tried different eye drops, and this is the best one, but I think they all cause kind of the same side effects, and one of the main side effects is that they make your eyes very bloodshot. So that's great. I already have bloodshot eyes to begin with. Now I have to take medication that the side effect, one of the major side effects, is to cause your eyes to be red and bloodshot. So, and I have to take it right before I go to bed at night. And then I have the fan on all night, also drying out my eyes, making it bloodshot. So I wake up in the morning and my eyes usually look like this t-shirt. They're just bright red every morning. And so what I've started doing at night, when I get up to pee once or twice at night, then I put in eye drops. So I have to put in just regular eye drops to keep my eyes lubricated at night while I'm sleeping, and that's helped quite a bit. So now when I wake up in the morning, they're not like red cherries like this usually. They're just red, the normal red that I've lived with all of my life. And so medication is causing the red. Getting older and just drying up is causing my eyes to have, well, and in addition to discovering that I have the high pressure in my eyes, the ophthalmologist also discovered that I have very dry eyes. And I guess just over the years, they've gotten drier and drier. And so they do, every time I go in now, every 3 months, I have to go into the eye doctor. And they do these tests where they test how many tears, how much moisture or tears you have in your eye. And the last time I was in, not this time, but the time before, it was zero. I had 0 tears in my eyes, 0 moisture in my eyes. And this was just during the middle of the day, on a regular day, and I wasn't even having an allergy attack. But then the time after that, the next visit, I had actually increased it to 3, which is still, I forget what the doctor said. I think that it's supposed to be a minimum of 5, a scale of 1 to whatever. But if you're below 5, you definitely have dry eye. Well, I had 0. Then I started taking, he put me on these other eye drops, which are horrible. They go down your throat and it tastes like battery acid. They taste horrible to me. And they kind of whatever they put over your eyes, it makes it so blurry I can't see anything for 5-10 minutes. I'm just like not blind, but it's like there's a film in front of my eyes. But I have to take those twice a day. So I have to take those right before I go to bed, and also right when I get up in the morning before I go to my walk. And I've discovered I can take those, and even though it makes it very blurry and I can't see very well, I can still see enough. And so I can't read or write or work on my computer, so what I do, I put the drops in right before I go on my morning walk. And then when I'm walking, I can see enough to walk without bumping into anything, but by the time, usually half hour or an hour later when I'm back from my walk, then, my eyes have cleared up again. But like right now, I feel like I have a bunch of sand in this eye especially, and it rotates. Sometimes it's this eye, sometimes this eye. It's kind of a mess. When I think of all the things I could have, it could be so much worse. So I'm very grateful that this is kind of one of the biggest problems that I have. I think I have kidney stones and I have high cholesterol. It's not super high, but I have high cholesterol that I take medication for. I can't remember now if the cholesterol medication also causes dry eye. Probably does, or red eyes. It seems like that's a common side effect of a lot of medications. I don't know, do you guys have to deal with this too? Now, if you don't have a YouTube channel, it's not a big deal. You have red eyes and your friends know why, and it's not really an issue and you probably don't think about it. But when you have a YouTube channel and you're speaking into the camera and everyone's looking at you like, are you drunk? Are you stoned? I mean, why do you have such red eyes? Sometimes it's been so bad people have said they think I have pink eye and that I should go to the doctor for pink eye. And I actually have checked that out too, but I haven't had pink eye or anything, and I don't have any. It's not like an infection or anything, conjunctivitis or whatever. It's just dry eye, allergies, and side effects of my medication. So those are the 3 reasons. And you may also be noticing that I have cotton mouth again. I'm not high. I don't use cannabis for anything. I mean, who knows? Maybe someday I'll have to, and then I'll really have dry eyes. Because now that it's legal for medical reasons, hopefully I'll never need it for anything. So just wanted to let you know in case. And now I'll have a video. So from now on, I think whenever someone leaves that comment, that question, asking me why my eyes are red, I can just send them the link to this video, and I don't have to explain it over and over and over in the comment section, which is what I do end up doing a lot. So now I'll have a video that I can send to viewers so they'll know. I guess I could just wear sunglasses all the time. I mean, I do wear them a lot. You've probably noticed, especially outdoors, but it's so sunny, I have to. But it helps with the sun, also helps so I'm not scaring everybody away with my bright red eyes. How about all of you? Do you have issues with allergies, with dry eyes, side effects from medications? Share with us in the comments. I always find it very interesting to read all of your comments. You leave the best comments, and also very helpful comments. And I do have to give a shout out and a big thank you to those of you who mentioned yesterday in my last video. I think it was on my other channel. No, I guess it was this channel. I was talking about how I couldn't find the cereal that I like, which is called Oatmeal Crisp. I've done videos on oatmeal, how it gives me heartburn and everything, but the Oatmeal Crisp, the cold cereal rather than the hot oatmeal, it doesn't give me heartburn, and I love it. It's like the only cereal that I really like. And of course, I know some of you dealt with this too, with stores. You find something you really love and then the store stops carrying it. That happens to Jim, happens to everybody I know. It's like, I don't know, it's sort of a thing. If you fall in love with something at the grocery store, then they immediately stop carrying it, right? I mean, have you guys experienced that too? It's just Murphy's Law, I guess. But I don't know why. I mean, we order things from Amazon every week. We get at least 1 delivery every week from Amazon. Usually I don't buy food, but recently I was mentioning carobs. I discovered carob chips, and they come in a little package, and it's very difficult to find them in the stores here in the desert. But I went online and I found them at Amazon, so I thought, well, I guess I can order carob chips from Amazon. It never really occurred to me to order food from Amazon. And especially in the heat here in the summer, to order carob chips, you never know when the package is going to be delivered, if they're going to leave it outside the door. And they don't knock anymore. They just leave things at the door, and they don't ring the doorbell or knock or let you know. You just have to check your phone or your computers to see when things are being delivered. And when it's 120 degrees here and they leave a package on your doorstep in the blazing sun, and you might not be paying attention to when they deliver it, you might not find out that it was delivered until an hour or 2 later, you end up with melted carob chips. So that's kind of one reason I've hesitated to buy certain food items online, just because of the extreme heat. Oatmeal Crisp, I think it could sit out in the sun for a while and it's probably not going to hurt anything. And my carob chips arrived the other day, and the temperatures now are down into the 80s, so it wasn't bad, and they weren't melted, so that was good. So anyway, thank you to all of you who mentioned and suggested that I check Amazon online to see if they carried the cereal, which they did. I ordered it. Probably get it tomorrow, and now I don't have to worry about, from now on, whenever the stores stop carrying all the items that I like the most, I'll just buy them from Amazon. I prefer to buy locally and support local stores, but if they don't want to carry the products that I like, because maybe they're not as popular as some of the other products, then I have no choice but to order them online. So that's why I have red eyes. Oh, and in case you're wondering, Jim has no allergies. Absolutely not a single allergy. I don't think he's ever had red eyes in the entire time I've known him. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you next time.